All praises, all praises, all praises to the heavenly creator of eternity, infinity, the universe, the stars, the earth, the oceans, the mountains, the valleys, the seas, the clouds, all creeping things, humanity, and all there is. This is Revelations.Unveiled. Detroit coming back to you with another historical review. Hello, family. I am glad to see you, to be with you. It is the greatest. I am feeling the greatest level of humility, the greatest level of honor and pleasure and privilege to come be before you to make presentation, to be with you as we have our cranial universes exposed and our everlasting, ever-living souls of righteousness open and bared forth to receive this heavenly, holy communication and frequency of information. And as we file into the Revelations.Unveiled. Detroit den and feel the glow and gaze and the heat of the fireplace, and we grab our cups and pour our tea and warm, sweet chocolatey cocoa and find our place in the space, and we hug and we love and we look into the souls of our family and our friends as we become still and quiet and embrace the hands of our neighbors so that we may be ready to receive these carnal darts at our spiritual targets, for which we will learn to maneuver and maintain as we continue our path on the walk of righteousness, or our walk on the path of righteousness, whichever way it goes, whichever way it is, but that is what it is. And to the scattered tribes of the 12 tribes of the house of Jacob, of the house of Israel, wherever you may be on planet Earth, I love you. My continuous prayer for your care and safety. And to my brothers and sisters of the world, the pending Israelites, the melanated and Moors, the sovereigns and sojourners, the original man and children of God, the aboriginals and indigenous, the natives, Negroes and niggas, the African Americans and blacks, the descendants of slaves, and those conquered and colonized. Oh yes, family, we have our consensual assembly of care and concern. And we will be exploring in this episode part 7 of them, the Jewish people. And tonight, this episode's theme is the Talmud. And in exploring the Talmud, we are going to get an insight into the Edomite, Amalekite, Khazarian, Luciferic, Freemasonic, Ashkenaz, Jewish people. We will get an understanding of the mode of their governance, their spiritual mind frame, the orders of operation for the elite and ministers of the ethnicity of this people. And so, this is a review as it pertains to Judaism. And we began, but not before we establish the Revelations.Unveiled. Detroit standards in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Fortified by our second eternal standard in the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 8, in reference to the holy anointed Messiah, the wonderful, the Redeemer, the Savior, the King of Israel, whom the world refers to as Jesus Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever. Yes, family, we have our spiritual sword and our spiritual shield, and we dip our heads and we head into battle. The Talmud, the daily study of the Talmud, which among Jews began at the age of 10 to the end of life itself, necessarily was a severe gymnastic for the mind, thanks to which it acquired incomparable subtlety and acumen, since it aspires to one thing: to establish for Judaism a corpus juris ecclesiastici. And we formulate that with the definition of Zionism. Zionism is the belief that Jews should have their own nation, Jewish nationalism. Zionism gained much support among Jews and others in the early 20th century, and the hope for a nation was established in the late 1940s in Palestine as the State of Israel. Some Talmudic passages, Sanhedrin 67a, Jesus referred to as the son of Pandera, a soldier. Kela 1b, 18b, illegitimate and conceived during menstruation. Sanhedrin 67a, hanged on the eve of Passover. Todith Jescu, birth related in most shameful expressions. Abhoda Zara, referred to as the son of Pandera, a Roman soldier. So family, those are some passages of the Talmud in reference to the holy anointed Messiah. So there is a scorn and a disdain for the holy word of the heavenly creator. And we continue. Shabbath 14, referred to as the son of Pandera, the Roman. Sanhedrin 43, on the eve of Passover, they hanged Jesus. Shabbath 104b, called a fool, and no one pays attention to fools. Toldoth Jescu, Judas and Jesus engaged in quarrel with filth. Sanhedrin 103, suggested corrupts his morals and dishonors self. Sanhedrin 107b, seduced, corrupted, and destroyed Israel. Zohar 3, died like a beast, buried in animals' dirt heap. Hilkoth Malachim, sought to prove Christians err in worshiping Jesus. Abhoda Zara, reference to worship of Jesus in homes unwanted. Orak Kalim 113, avoid appearance of paying respect to Jesus. Lore D 150, verse 2, do not appear to pay respect to Jesus by accident. Aboda Zara, false teachings to worship on the first day of Sabbath. So, a continuing study daily of the Jewish people, of the Talmud, gives you an understanding of their feelings of the holy word, Messiah, Redeemer, Savior, and true King of Israel. So from this point, I'm just going to read the texts Family, get you a Talmud or bring it up on your search engines and begin to explore with me. The Talmud says about the religious worship of Christians. Christians are idolaters, must not associate. Don't associate with Gentiles. They shed blood. Must not associate with Christians, Jews. Christians have sex relations with animals. Suspect Christians of intercourse with animals. Christians unclean because they eat accordingly. Christians unclean because not at Mount Sinai. Clean female Jews contaminated by Christians. Jews called men. Christians not called men. Innocent of murder if intent to kill Christians. So Jews are innocent of murder if intent to kill Christians. Christians and animals grouped together. Christians were created to minister to Jews. Christians to be pitied more than sick pigs. Christian idolaters likened to cows and asses. Psalmists compare Christians to unclean beasts. Sexual intercourse of Christians like beasts. The seed of Christian is valued as seed of a beast. Christians like the people of an ass. Marriages between Christian and Jews null. Christian birth rate to be diminished materially. Christian idolaters, children of Eve's serpent. Christian idolaters are children of Eve's serpent. Idolatrous people, Christians, befool and befoul the world. Non-Jews' souls come from death and its shadow. Souls of Gentiles have unclean divine origins. Non-Jew souls go down to hell. Replace dead Christians like lost cows or asses. Jews called men, but not Christians called men. Do not sell religious works to Christians. Christian churches are places of idolatry. You must keep far away physically from churches. Do not listen to church music or look at idols. Must not rebuild homes destroyed near churches. Jews must not resell broken chalices to Christians. Gospels of the word called volumes of iniquity, heretical books. Talmudists agree that the books of Christians should be burned, and the festivals of Christians are called days of calamity. All right, family, that was our first nip and sip at the daily study of the Talmud, which all young Jewish men begin at the age of 10 until they die. The primary spiritual backbone of the Jewish practitioners of Judaism. So family, we will take this material and marinate on the machinations of the Amalekites as we get ready for part 8, as we continue to look at the fabrication of World War I and the falsehood of the global setup of the persecution and Holocaust of the Jewish people of Germany and their sphere of influence. So all praises, family. Until we are together again, I love you. I love you. I love you. That was a reading of Talmudic passages, the holy book of the Jewish practitioners of Judaism. We shall continue, Lord willing. So we become humble and we petition for another day of the gift of breath of life, so that we may increase the vision of our spiritual eye and wave away the carnal ignorance and darkness of our everyday walk. I love you. This is Revelations.Unveiled. Detroit. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verses 6 through 9. For we are a holy people unto the Lord our God. The Lord our God has chosen us to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon us, nor choose us because we were more in number than any people, for we were the fewest of all people. But because the Lord loved us, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn to our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, has the Lord brought us out with a mighty hand and redeemed us out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Verse 9. Know therefore that the Lord our God, he is God, the faithful God, which keeps covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.